the secret but not secret military info is that we're going to be going to war with China by 2027. What do you think is going to be like? Just not to be all doom and gloom, but like so we talk about future conflicts. We're due for another war. I don't like saying it like that.
Our male biological clock is ticking. We got to go die in Europe now.
I can feel it, guys. The call, like that dog meme, just looking up into the sun, just
and they go die in a third world country.
But like, who do you?
Thank God for the truth. I'm John.
I'm Alfonso.
And I'm Darren.
Welcome to the Scat Cast. We don't know either. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now.
We live in a time.
So because of that, I just want to ask y'all, what stuff do you want to see happen in the future? Like just in general.
I kind of
like what's some good stuff you want to happen?
I want Jarvis, bro. I've been like using ChatGPT at my job to like help me like make better sounding like professional sentences, because like that's a different thing. I work in like more corporate jobs, so, like you want to sound professional, and so that's been helping me. I've been like, because honestly it's not like 100% all the way there yet. Like sometimes definitely I'll use my sentences over the ChatGPT, but sometimes they'll pull out a word or like because I'm not a grammar person, but like sometimes they'll be a little more grammatically correct than me. I'll be like
Grammarly.
Yeah, shit like that. But it'd be like that. I'm gonna use it for that. So I'm just waiting for like a Jarvis assistant, because I think it's so fucking cool. Just like, you know, at that point, like you're driving, because they have like AI like managed, but I want something I could physically talk to like a person, like with that fucking podcast thing Darren showed us. We're like, we're gonna die now, and they're like, you know what I mean? I just like, you know, a little banter, and just be like, okay, Jarvis, help me schedule my day, help me do XYZ, help me write this for that. Like, yes, sir. And, you know, we'll pop up with my fucking my metaverse Ray-Ban glasses, whatever the fuck.
I think self-driving cars are definitely the big one for me.
We already have those, but they're just not like fully out.
That's what I'm saying. Like fully self-driving cars, you don't gotta worry about shit.
Dude, okay,
you just
but like,
fucking sit there and
how does the trolley problem work with a self? That's my only
I don't
hiccup.
care.
That's my only
as long as I'm
Jarvis
the driver, I'm fine.
They're obviously gonna protect their customer.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that family.
Why would it not? I paid for this fucking car.
That family is
what the hell?
Nobody would buy it if they, you know,
that
put the
family
driver's license in danger.
fucked, bro. It's over.
It's my
they should look fucking both ways before crossing. Like,
God.
what? Is that not sensible to say?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know, bro.
I bought the professional child murdering device that fucking I'm gonna self-drive to the elementary school classroom.
Yeah, Jarvis, run over that family.
My brother likes to rage bait people on Instagram comments. There's this one video of like a guy who was driving through like a really densely like you know like in cities you have like parallel parking like across the streets. These kids were like behind the cars and they wanted to cross the road, and this guy was like blasting music while just driving, and then he hit one of the kids. And then like obviously it's the mom's fault for like your kids just running across the fucking road.
Yeah.
And then my brother was in the comments. He was like, "Bro, maybe if his music was quieter, he could see the kids." And people were commenting like, "Bro, this guy cannot be serious. Who's gonna tell him?"
Your brother is one of the funniest people of all time.
Dude, he follows this one kid, like probably a fucking freshman in high school or something, who like started lifting weights, and he's like recording his progress, eats like steak and eggs every night.
Nice.
But he just looks like a freshman. So my brother like will comment like, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie, you're not getting gains right now." I was like, "Bro," he's like, "Bro, you've been doing this 6 months. You should see more progress."
Dude, your fucking brother's a bully, dude.
To wrap it up,
Your
bro.
brother's a cyber bully. That's crazy.
To wrap it up, bro.
That's crazy. We gotta get your brother on the podcast at some point. That'd be so fucking funny.
Just have him roast us or some shit.
Yeah.
It'd be funny.
I still want to have like your brothers interact at some point.
Dude, yeah, they're all the same age, which is so crazy.
They definitely know each other.
They
really don't.
Never met them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're
all in different spheres.
They're so like polar opposite of each other too. That's kind of the crazy.
Elijah is like probably like a different flavor of his brother, if that makes
Different
sense.
flavor of autism.
Yeah. You've seen Elijah. This is a little different flavor.
Alfonso's brother would like crawl backwards up the stairs like a fucking creature. Like that shit freaked me out. I was like, what the hell?
John was just over my house one time. We were just
like, what the
bullshit.
fuck?
And Elijah just like came up the stairs like some shit out of The Grudge or something. And like John jumped. And I didn't like understand what the fuck. Because when I looked at him, I just saw him on the stairs. And even I couldn't process fully what was going on in front of me.
Dude, like that shit was fucking bizarre to me.
Yes.
I was like, holy hell.
Yes. And speaking of someone who's an only child, just imagine your friend's sibling is just. Yeah. My brothers are
that's me after a shot, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You've seen me.
Yeah.
Real news.
Did you have anything that you're looking forward to in the future, Darren?
Yeah, what are your future
nuclear power, like mainstream nuclear power?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd fuck with that.
Cheaper energy would be fucking banger.
Radiation sickness.
That's not true. No.
Nuclear meltdown.
No, it's not true. That doesn't happen.
I want a third leg in a vestigial twin. Imagine you had little poop Peter coming out your neck.
That's not what happens. It's really safe. It's so fucking safe.
Dude,
it's safer than.
Have you ever seen The Simpsons? You know the fish that have 3 eyes? That's from the nuclear power plant.
No, they let a fucking unqualified dumbass run the fucking plant, and then he
you
poisons
think
the
we're
water
not?
supply.
Homer Simpson is so qualified.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Did he accidentally get the job or something?
Yes, but he's so qualified.
He kept it for 30 years.
He's good at his job. That's
kept
the
it for
thing.
30
Really
years.
not. There was a there was a meltdown, or no, there was leakage, and that's what the whole movie's about. They the U.S. government came in and sealed the town.
No. That was about the pig shit, remember?
Yeah, the pig shit made a sinkhole.
Yeah, Darren.
He contaminated his water supply in his town subsequently from all the pig shit from Spider-Pig.
Peter Porker fucking plapped all over the place, and then
they had to leave.
Anyway, I was gonna say nuclear, like mainstream nuclear energy, and then space travel.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of space travel? You mean like?
I'm just down for more space travel. Like I don't
probably
know.
like outer space.
Oh
yeah.
I thought you just meant like space.
I don't even give a shit if it's just like going to Mars or going to I don't know. I think something.
Pokemon go to the moon.
I just want a Death Star.
I low-key wish we could like I wouldn't mind if we like fucking modified our moon, because I do know that the moon is slowly getting further and further away from us, so like our tides are gonna get weaker, and that's
gonna put rockets on the dark side of the moon that like propel it.
I was gonna
say we should just have an anchor.
Like terraform it. Yeah, or like anchor it to the earth at a certain
So if you want to go to the moon, you could just like
Oh, like no, I've thought about that a lot. I was like, dude, why can't we just build like a couple stairs to the fucking? I was like, we should build an elevator to the moon that just like fucking like, you know.
Imagine like the elevator, you hit the zero gravity part, you just turn upside down and start like going back. Oh, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. We should definitely do that as a society. Which we do live in.
You silly goose, that would never work because it orbits. It orbits the Earth.
We'll just move with it. If it's anchored, at that point, if we're anchoring,
that was a good point. Actually,
if we're anchoring the object, couldn't it just like be dragged?
Well, no, because the rate at which the Earth spins on its axis is totally different from how the moon orbits the Earth.
Have you ever heard of rockets? You can like change the speed,
or get vibranium so it doesn't break and it just kind of,
Is that what you think vibranium does?
No, that's the elevator like straining but not breaking as the fucking Earth.
That's what fucking support beams are for.
So you'll simultaneously,
yes,
speed up how the Earth spins on its axis and slow down the orbit of the moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're human beings. We've done more with less.
The only thing
I'm just worried about the implications of that.
Money is just a concept. If we all put our differences aside and then just made
a group project.
Yeah, just do a group project of like, hey guys, let's just build an elevator.
That's
to the moon.
what the Tower of Babylon was. That was like the group project ever. And then the gods were like, no, cease. We just got to get back to where we were.
Pretty much.
Language.
That's what happened. Yeah, it's just language.
Miscommunication.
Were they like speaking in tongues?
Well, I feel like I feel like the whole Adam and Eve thing, kind of like that part of the Tower of Babylon makes sense when you spread out a group of people, you make it a different language. But I do like the idea that we all just kind of spoke the same shit for a long time, and so we all just kind of did the same thing. You know what I mean? Like that idea that like as a group of just like smart monkeys, we were so like
realistically
good at doing shit together that when we split up apart, we realized, oh wait, those monkeys are different than us. We have to kill them now.
Realistically, like when humans first popped up or whatever the fuck, right? And like language pops up, we're so spread out. I mean, there's probably like fucking thousands of different like languages and shit that we had, right?
It's probably very familial based.
Until they got conquered and their language got wiped out.
Yeah.
I'll say it's probably mostly familial based, but I'll argue this.
That would make sense.
But like, I'll argue this, that like
Grug.
You know how like all dogs can communicate? I feel like our early language, even though we were spread out, was still like we as humans knew sounds that were indicative of us versus other animals. So like our language was like, and then like you could tell a bear was like, you know what I mean? Like we knew what a human was. So I feel like that's what the Tower of Babylon was. Like our grunts were just, we knew who we were type shit.
I want to learn how to speak.
Squawg.
Squawg rhymes with grug.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that's like a cool idea that like
a bunga gunga.
Because like
grug.
Because like as we're talking about the future, we can't forget about our past, and it's like maybe we will get back to that point where like we all like. As funny as it sounds, I think racism will truly die once like we all intermix to where we're all just kind of like some shade between me and Darren.
We're the same race, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever that color between me and Darren is.
I think you've talked about this with the Sneetches and shit though.
Yeah,
like, I don't think that shit's ever gonna go away. They're like, yeah, your skin's cool, but like your eyes are blue.
Ew.
Like you're fucking.
They start pulling up the fucking shade thing. You're like, you're 38C, like you're hexadecimal.
Yeah. Like,
break comments on your nose or something.
Yeah, I mean, niggas.
And even then, I promise you, there's going to be a fucking subsect of people that's going to like bleach their skin or something.
Yeah, like the Aryan Brotherhood's like, you know what? This was too far.
Like fucking like.
And then people are gonna like super darken their skin and be the Yakubians again. And it's gonna be so fucking. Honestly, yeah, people just need to stop hating each other. But I think, you know, getting to the point where there's less things to call out is always gonna be good. You know what I mean? Because I mean, think about how like children operate. Like they just know that that thing is like the same age as them. They don't really know what a race is or like what fucking skin color is.
Racism's definitely taught. Like you're not.
It is.
You're not,
it's a taught trait.
Yeah.
Because I remember this post will always like go down as like one of like the most like we're taught to be mean to each other. It was this black kid and this white kid, and they were friends in school. And they got the same haircut, so the teacher could tell them apart. I remember that. And like as an adult, you're like,
that's cute.
You niggas know, but that
was really cute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they have no fucking concept of like what that is.
I remember the concept of race until I was like 4.
Yeah,
and my parents are mixed, so I mean, like it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I knew what race was, but I didn't have a concept on racism.
Yeah, you knew like people were shaded different. Like that guy's blue, that guy's brown.
Yeah,
that guy's, you know, whatever.
Like I always like saw bits and pieces of it.
Because you live in America, imagine you just live in like China or Africa.
Yeah,
everyone
I didn't think it was
like
weird that my parents were like 2 different races until I was like in 5th grade. It never crossed my mind.
Yeah, what made you think about it? I'm just curious.
We had a International Heritage Day or something. In 5th grade, we would like make food and make a presentation about our culture.
Yeah,
and you had 2 cultures to pull from. And you're like,
well, I did the Filipino one, but I was making it and I was like, I can't ask my dad anything about this because he doesn't know. I'm like, oh my God.
Wait, they're not the same.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is like appropriate to talk about on the podcast or not.
It's too late now.
I remember like when I found out what the N-word was.
Define what you mean by found out.
It was taught to me by a classmate.
Well, like
was it a black classmate?
Yes.
Okay.
You told me not to say it. Like that's how
he just randomly said not to say it.
Yes, and then I said it. I was like, because I thought it was like a game or something.
Oh, he was fucking with you or some shit.
No, I know, but he got really mad when I said it to him.
You just made up a fucking word or something.
No, because he said it to me.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, you can't say that, and then I said it, and he was like, dude, what the hell? He was like, dude, what?
You said I couldn't say it, so I
was like, what? I literally thought it was a game, like or something he was playing.
Yeah.
I remember like laughing about it.
For me, like I was in daycare back then.
Daycare's when you found out?
I was in 3rd grade. It was like
I wasn't like
I'm gonna be rude. I didn't learn about like nigga until like 5th grade.
Aren't you black?
That's what I'm saying. So the fact that y'all
aren't you black?
The fact that y'all
that didn't cross your mind just now too.
No, because I really wasn't like talking. I only started cursing in like 5th grade, and that actually, nigga became part of my vocabulary by like 5th, 6th grade. I literally just never really had thought about it. Because
I was like, I feel like your family would never say it.
Yeah, you met my mom.
Yeah, she would never say it.
Yeah, exactly. So that just was not a part of my.
And you wouldn't watch movies like that back then either, knowing your family either.
Nope.
So that makes sense.
Yep. You know, because the girl was from New York.
You did watch Transformers. They said it there.
When did they say nigga in Transformers?
Tom Kenny, SpongeBob said it.
Yeah, when he he voiced the black stereotype robots from the 2nd movie, Skid and Mudflaps.
When did they say nigga?
They do. I promise you, they do.
We watched it. We
had to like rewind it. Like, what the fuck did he just say?
Definitely said that.
You guys are fucking with me right now.
Dead serious. I promise you, if you look up Transformers N-word or some shit, it's gonna pop up on YouTube.
Oh my God.
I promise you.
I'll have to check this out afterwards.
I promise
fucking
you.
with me right
I'm pretty sure they said it in the first movie too. They had like the subplot of like the CIA, them hacking into the thing. And there was a bunch of black guys doing it, you know?
But they never said nigga. It was the fat guy. It was like who looked like fucking Patricio. Nobody wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
he definitely didn't say it in that movie.
No, yeah. He ate donuts and talked about white women. That's all I remember.
He was into his snow bunnies for sure.
Yeah. Stone, he was not going.
But anyways, when I was in daycare back in the day, like when I did like Taekwondo and shit like that.
Okay.
I was like second, third grade or whatever at this point. I forget how old I was exactly. But I remember I was like getting to an argument with this kid while we were playing Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64.
There's no way the Gamer Rage came out in second grade.
No, so he said it to me. So he was one of my friends there and he was black and he said it to me. He called me the N-word and I forget.
Hard R or?
I can't remember.
Some fucking 7-year-old hard R.
It's not even a 7-year-old. It's a fucking preschooler.
It says second grade.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, it was like second grade.
Yeah, so
it was like second grade.
Sorry, I said daycare. I thought preschool in my head.
No. Because like all throughout elementary school, I went to
Yeah, we talked about this last
daycare.
episode.
Yeah.
It just crossed my mind.
Yeah. And like
Still, that's crazy.
yeah. I mean, because it was like I'm used to like shit talking with people and stuff like that. So I said it back to him and he got like hella mad at me.
Imagine, it's the type of niggas that, hey, don't say this. So it was like,
Well, he didn't say don't say it. He just fucking said it to me. I'd never heard the fucking word in my life. I was like, oh, if he can say it, I'm gonna say it back.
yeah, like
I'm
surprise
fuck you.
Pikachu face when they used the word back.
Yeah, and then, like immediately he was like, bro, don't fucking say that. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then in 5th grade, we actually talked about like civil rights and the N-word.
Yeah.
And then I thought back to like 2 years ago, that was like 3rd grade, and I was like, oh. I was like, that's why he got so mad at me.
Nah, because I remember like he said that shit to me and I started fucking making fun of him. I was like, oh, you're gonna beat the shit out of me? Like, oh, boo. I was like, fucking doing that.
Boo-hoo, Nick.
Because I didn't fucking understand that shit back then, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro.
That was good.
I looked at him. I was like, bro, grow the fuck up. Why are you gonna? I was like, you call me that? Calm down. I was like, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
Yo.
yeah, children are
That's gonna be taken out of context.
Oh my, this is.
Scat
I mean, whatever. I've learned.
No, I just went into the microwave. Oh yeah, boo.
I'll say this. I've learned a long time ago that shit is not cool. I don't agree with saying shit like that at all anymore.
The hard way, right?
I mean, just in general, I don't. I just don't. For me, I'm just like, why would I have any reason to say some shit that's gonna hurt someone's feelings? Like, you know what I mean? I don't have any reason to.
I feel like that's kind of where it's come to in most.
Because I know it's such like a sensitive thing. I'm like, why would I?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like
It's not my place. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. It's not my business.
Yeah, I just think I kind of get your point. Just like
With my
why
complexion,
would you just like? It's like you never just want to antagonize someone for the sake of being antagonistic. It's like, what's the fucking point?
there's no way I could ever say a slur and not have it be like the most offensive shit of all time.
Unless you're a comedian.
I said me.
Oh.
Whenever I insult someone, I get more like specific about it anyway. Like it's not really a specific term,
You don't like generalize them, which is
Yeah.
what racism is supposed to just like general. You're like, no, you.
I'm like, oh, you're fucking filthy. It's like, I'm not like,
It's not anything to do with the fact that you're black.
Yeah.
It's just you're disgusting.
I don't know.
So you fucking stink. You're a bitch. You're a piece of shit. I would never be racist to you.
Oh yeah, it's like, I don't know.
You know, you start rubbing his skin. Like, it's nothing to do with this, by the way. You're ugly, you're
terrible.
fat.
Yeah.
You're ugly. Like you list off all of their features where you're like, but it's not because you're black. I promise.
You're just a terrible person.
God.
Yeah. See, be more like Darren. Hate motherfuckers off of principle of their character, not for the color of their skin.
Real.
Yeah. This is how.
Well, I've actually been like trying to be more mature recently and like not hate.
Be racist. That's a good start.
I crossed that bridge a while ago. No,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
no. But yeah, it feels good. Like, I don't know.
Which part? Not.
Like, what do you mean, like letting
Just like
shit
not
go?
being like hateful. I don't know.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Well, just like letting shit go and not
I don't know.
like.
It took me till like January of this year to like feel that. I don't know.
Like peace.
Yeah.
Welcome, Darren. That's what I do every day. You just
Well, it's not that. It's not like I'm going out inciting violence or something. It's
Yeah,
like
you're just
letting shit
shooting
roll off
people
your
in broad
chest.
daylight.
no. It's like oh, something inconvenient happens to me because of somebody, and I get mad at them. But it's like, why would I do that when I can just literally be the bigger person and just like
literally.
I don't know, like learn to forgive is like harder. So
Yeah.
I think I see it as like a challenge.
Even
So.
then, like I've never understood road rage and shit specifically.
I get road
I mean,
rage, but I
think
don't
about
like
it, 'cause
kill
I'm-
people.
I mean,
Well,
I hope
like,
not.
like, okay, so I'll explain what road rage for me is. It's just like
I know this is slightly different, but you know,
like it's more
If somebody almost killed me and I get angry about that, I think that's valid.
that's a
road
valid
rage.
crash
Yeah.
out. But like for me, it would be like what I get annoyed is like when people like are indecisive drivers are the deadliest drivers and they aggravate the fuck out of me. And also assholes that like either like I almost saw this motherfucker almost crashed into this dude today in Decatur because like they'll just try to slip in like the tiniest gap and then make they'll play chicken. Okay, motherfuckers who are indecisive and niggas who play chicken with you on the road piss me the fuck off. And I feel like I don't get a gun. I just say really mean things about them behind my car.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Until this year, where I don't feel like I get. I'm like, oh, what a fucking idiot. I'm like, okay, oh well.
yeah.
I mean, I'll say what I say, but I'm not gonna escalate. But like, it feels good to just call them out. You know,
I will say, especially when I'm driving and I'm at work, I never give a fuck at all. I'm like, dude, I'm getting paid. To
Exactly,
be here.
like,
This is
exactly.
fine.
But no, like, yeah, especially
If I'm off the clock in my truck, that's when it actually does bother me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to fucking get home or something.
Yeah.
But if I'm in my car on my time, I usually don't care. Like I don't ever really get road rage like that.
Yeah, I get you.
I only get road rage when I'm like on my way to work. It's because I'm on a time crunch.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that's the only time.
Like
I
only
would
when I'm on
ever
a
get
time
upset.
crunch. Really.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
the dumb idiots come out when you
And-
need to be somewhere.
And
Yeah.
that's why I usually don't get road rage in situations like that because I'm like, well, they probably have somewhere to be too, or they're just ignorant when it comes to stuff about the road. To be
Yeah.
honest, I'm just like, I can't get mad at someone for being ignorant.
My
I
main
think
thing,
it's just bad habits. I don't know. With
Yeah.
some things you see, it's like, oh, that's really just a bad habit they have. And
Yeah,
it's fucking
but
annoying. But
I was like, when I call them out, like, I definitely don't. The way I see it is like any dumbass I see in the room, like you're probably gonna die on this in this car, and that like I don't know, like
That gives you peace.
he kind of does.
Like, no, you're probably gonna die someday.
It's like, because for my head, it's like, okay, you did something really stupid and risky, and you almost caused me to hit you or some shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that to someone else who's not gonna react and see you, and then you're gonna fucking die, and it's gonna be your fucking fault. Like, I looked like this guy I watched this morning. He literally just tried to squeeze into like a car. I was like, you're gonna do that on someone. You're gonna play chicken with somebody, and they're not gonna fucking back down, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be in a fucking situation.
Yeah.
Like one time I didn't play chicken with a fucking truck, but like the truck was playing chicken with me, and he was gonna run me off the fucking road because he just did not care, and I had the right of way.
what kind of truck was it?
16-wheeler. So like it was like I had to just make a conscious choice. Either I'm gonna have to speed up in this tight because it was like a merging into one lane thing, and the truck was on the outside pushing me in to I'm like, nigga,
Honestly, maybe he just didn't see you.
no, I was in front of him, but he was overtaking me, so he had to have seen me. If that makes sense, because the lanes, like no one ignores a lane merge when you know your lane becomes one. You have to, my mom's works at the truck. There's certain rules on the road. A truck driver especially has to be aware of because they're running for a company. So if you hit someone on a company's dime, they're gonna see your ass.
Not only
You're never gonna
that,
drive a
they're
truck.
huge, like ginormous vehicles that are super hard to slow down. So you can't,
Yes, but the whole thing was like, he could have, and he just didn't want to. And then he hit the point of no return to where he played chicken with me. That's what I'm saying. Like he played chicken as in like he was like, well, I'm in this truck. You have to figure something out. And that's what he did to me. And so that shit pissed me off.
I mean, when it comes
whenever
to
I
merging
drive-
lanes like that, I think pretty much it's accepted that you have to give the person coming in the right of way.
Yes, I was coming in. I was the one, my lane was ending.
Yeah.
And so he was overtaking me, forcing me to sit there. I had to pull off on the curb and wait for him to pass me.
Yeah.
Well, legally, the person changing lanes is always liable of merging safely.
No, my lane merged into his lane. Basically, his lane, so I'm coming onto it.
I'm pretty sure according to the law, like you're supposed to let people merge in.
You're supposed to let them in. You can't block them off. He blocked me off. And then I had to wait behind like 3 other cars because he pushed me off the curb. I was literally on the shoulder of the road.
Yeah, but if you're merging onto the highway and like the lane is ending, like you're saying, and you hit someone, it's still on you.
That's why I just stopped. I was like, I'm not going to play chicken with this guy because he was not slowing down. And so I literally had to just bank off on the shoulder.
Is that on you?
I don't look,
It's always the oncoming person's responsibility to merge safely because they're already on the road. You know what I mean? They're already on that lane. Like they don't have any obligation to let you in.
There's like a merging speed and stuff.
There's like a whole, there's a whole.
You're supposed to go a certain speed. You can't break and fuck with that, and it fucks with the flow of traffic behind you. And
Well,
stuff
that's what happens because you know how the ramps work. So
Yeah. Either way, the guy was a dick.
I think it's dumb when fucking ramps have traffic lights on them.
I hate that.
That's
shit
so stupid.
much.
That actually ruins the flow of traffic.
It
like
slows that shit down so much.
Because it pushes
Yeah.
it back up the road too, so then it's like now they can't get on.
and it's because of what we're talking about right now, where it's the lane ending and people,
Yeah.
you know, it's because of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely there because it prevents wrecks and stuff.
Yeah,
In that essence, it's probably a good thing.
They
even
should just
if it
make
is just, like,
the roads
convenient.
bigger.
Inconvenient.
that's what I tell myself.
Just make
But
the roads bigger.
I still think it's dumb.
Add more lanes. Give me like Texas lanes that have like 30.
I mean, they're adding the transit lanes to 85. You guys see that?
like the HOV lanes or something else.
No, I think they're building them in between the HOV lanes or just turning the HOV lanes into
Transit
them.
like MARTA.
What
or
is it
do
like?
you mean?
Bus lanes?
No, it's bus lanes and it's going to be like the new Peach Pass kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
A new
Yeah,
Peach
so-
Pass?
Well, I'm assuming Peach Pass just carries over, but they're toll lanes, state toll lanes.
Okay.
Transit's going to use it. So basically, like you have, going away from Atlanta, going towards Atlanta, then in the center is going to be those 2 lanes, and that's where like the transit's going to run and your Peach Pass people, like tolls.
Okay. Just pay to win.
I don't think just adding lanes is ever really like the
Texas-
solution.
No, but adding those 2 lanes is actually good because if public transit is more, what do you call it, accessible like that,
Yeah.
then more people are going to get off the road.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree with that. Yeah. I think more public transportation in general is usually a good thing.
that's how you fix it, is getting people off the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you don't have to worry about people that are like out of state, because if the people domestically have like better ways of like traveling, they don't really need their car as much. And then the people out of state are the only ones that really need to drive through you.
How do y'all feel about bike lanes?
I think there should be more bike lanes and more sidewalks. The fact that we don't have a lot of sidewalks here in Georgia is a fucking travesty.
No, I agree with that.
Well, the urban design's also not built to have sidewalks and bike lanes.
In-
The Stroads.
In
Stroads.
Atlanta,
Because
there's
people aren't going to walk like fucking down like Cobb Parkway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's definitely a car centric road.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
don't need sidewalks. It's because America has, in general, in Canada, has so many of roads like that.
Yeah.
Where they're literally like the layout is not built for pedestrians. So why bother with the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Like you need to build more communities with pedestrians in mind.
Yeah.
Like that's how you fix that. Like it's kind of like,
Which
I
is
don't know.
completely
A walkable
yeah.
city.
you can't bastardize it and like turn it pedestrian because no one's gonna fucking use that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know.
That's why public transportation and stuff would be a better way
Yeah,
to handle that
yeah,
type
I
of
think
thing, like
bus
more
lanes would be
stops.
better than bike lanes.
Yeah.
In that case.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, like in Atlanta, there's a couple of spots where there's like actually like pretty large bike lanes. Like they're about like
Well, that's it's a city, so it's built for.
Yeah.
Atlanta's a bad example because it wasn't built for
We're
pedestrians.
poorly
Yeah.
planned
but
city, yeah.
but there's like
generally speaking, it's a city. So
most of the bike lanes in Atlanta are like really, really thin, but there's a couple I've seen recently that are like,
Piedmont Park around that area?
I think so.
Mm.
Like they're like 3/4 the size of a normal lane.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like driving past this group of fucking bikers, and there's like probably like 15 of them or something. And they were all inside this one bike lane. I was trying to drive past them, and they kept fucking pouring over into the other lane the entire time. And I had to
I'll
like,
run them over.
but then bikers complain that they get hit by cars.
yeah.
That's what
I almost did. I was like, Jesus fucking, like they fucking pulled out in front of me and shit like that. I ended up like just like speeding up and
You're
going over the
so-
curb to the left.
You know who feels like road
past
rage
them.
like nobody else? Bikers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Say that
Like the
again?
amount of entitlement they feel where they're like, oh, you didn't see me?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
I've seen so many like dash cam videos of
Yeah,
bikers
they get the most
rolling
pissed.
up to people at red lights and like fucking smashing their mirrors because like somebody almost fucking killed them for being in the middle of the road. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Golly.
Like for some reason you got a lot of bikers in America that are just really entitled about something like that.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
if you go to like Europe, specifically like Amsterdam, who built their highway system after the US did, and they learned from like our mistakes.
Mm.
Their bike lanes are huge.
I
They're
believe
like
it.
half the size of an actual lane on our road.
Yeah.
No, it's about the same size actually, because their ambulances and emergency services can use the bike lanes to skip traffic essentially.
Nice.
Yeah, because like the number one reason why emergency vehicles will be late to the scene is because of traffic. It's
Yeah,
like people
I-
on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't let 'em- I've seen people just
So-
block ambulance. I'm like, you're dumb.
They circumvent that by having smaller fire trucks, smaller ambulances, and then bike lanes. So they can just zoom
I feel
past
like
everybody.
you guys, we talked about this before. Like, why is our shit
and
so big?
It's much easier for a biker to move out of the way for an ambulance than a fucking car too.
yeah.
I think it's just people like overcompensating.
Well, it's
Look how
crazy
big
too
my
because
hose is.
those fire trucks specifically from Amsterdam and Japan even, they're way smaller than American trucks, and actually hold the same, if not more gear. It's just better organized.
That's what I'm saying.
And the ladders can go taller for some reason.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people here feel like stuff has to be bigger to hold more stuff when it doesn't at all.
Just be more better used.
By the way, you know why we don't have more roundabouts?
Who does?
Like the US doesn't have more roundabouts.
We
it's because fire departments lobby against it. Because they think it fucks with their response time. But if the trucks weren't so damn big, maybe you could use the fucking roundabout.
Yeah.
You know?
So basically
the roundabouts are crazy. Like I've never once been stopped at a red light and have thought, damn, this would be so much worse if it was a roundabout.
No. Roundabout is like you just got to get in when there's an opening and just keep going.
Well, it keeps going. You don't stop. It keeps going, you know?
Roundabouts are so convenient. I remember like when I first discovered what a roundabout was. I had no idea what the fuck that was.
Remember when they built that roundabout like right outside the high school?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they built it. They did build that. That wasn't there.
Yeah, it was a stoplight our first year.
Yeah.
And then it was built into a roundabout our second year.
It's so much better.
Yeah. Like I got to school like 10 minutes faster.
Yeah. God, this is crazy. That and like the fucking like diverging diamonds and shit on like the highways, you know what I'm talking about?
Diverging diamonds?
When you're driving and then you go to the left side of the road instead of the right side and then back to the right side. You know what I'm talking about?
You gotta, why am I swapping lanes?
I don't know why. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand the concept behind those.
You just go for the ride.
What are you talking about?
You know, like we were talking about, like there's like certain parts when like
the HOV lanes were those.
No. Like this is like
when the road gets wider.
No, this is like those roads like above bridges above the interstate when you're like going back onto like the side roads or whatever, like the exit. When you get back up there, a lot of the times they're called like converging diamonds or diverging diamonds. I forget which one, but basically it's you're ordinarily we drive on the right side of the road. Then there's a red light. You switch to the left side of the road.
Well, that's an example. Shit. Yeah. Okay, we haven't. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Actually, no. I do understand the concept of them because, like, if you're turning there, it stops everyone else from having to stop at that light, so you can get to the left.
It allows easy access for both sides of the highway.
Yeah,
that's why.
I fuck with that. Mm-hmm. It's confusing as fuck when you first see it.
Yeah, when you first look at them, they're so.
I don't know.
Weird.
That makes sense
because we have one.
It does, but when I first saw it, it freaked me the fuck out.
There's one in Snellville too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, Pleasant Hill.
They've made a bunch of them. There's like
there's another one besides that one.
There's also one.
I think we got the second one. The first one was built somewhere else. I can't remember that one.
There's one in Atlanta. There's a couple in Atlanta too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I mean, they seem like they do their job.
They do. I mean, yeah, they are. When you first look at them, it looks like a clusterfuck of just lanes.
Yeah,
and holy shits.
It's better than having one long ass lane for everybody to go left. To go towards that lane. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Wow, I like how we started with future plans and we just start talking about the fucking the highway plan.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the real.
Don't forget the religious talk in the middle of it.
Yeah, but like, I just really think for the future, we just gotta get better, like making shit work, like becoming more efficient. I think AI at the bare minimum will just make us more efficient.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah. I think that's definitely
just in general. It's pretty much a good mindset to have.
I feel like that's what we're getting to. Like we've kind of hit that consumer part where like we want more quality because like we've eaten all the fucking remake slop and other shit, and like everyone's just like, we're burnt out. We want good shit. We don't mind waiting as long as it's good shit, and that's kind of where we're at right now at this point as like a society when it comes. Because I feel like
I never understand why people get like angry about delays, like in general. I mean,
we talked about this with the games, right?
Yeah. People, like almost every single time. I would just rather get
in restaurants. When you want some, you want it now. It doesn't matter like what's going on with it. It doesn't matter if like the fucking chef has to like make this shit by scratch. I want my fucking food now. Bitch.
Okay, well, food is different though.
It's the same.
Then like a movie or a game.
Principle. It's the same principle because waiting for something. You don't want to wait for it.
With food, it's like, okay, you're here right now to eat this food. If it's a game or a movie, you're not there right now.
You don't think the chef needs time to make that food though? You think they just want to eat something that's like been sitting under a fucking heat lamp all day? You're coming for something prepared for you specifically on the spot that takes time. So the same thing. You want this,
but you're also paying for it. You haven't paid for shit yet.
You're gonna pay for the movie. They're the same thing. Is like instead of like it's basically.
I feel like this is a very bad analogy.
It is a bad analogy. But anyway, it's the same idea of like...
Especially because like you need to eat food to survive and stuff too.
You need this Spider-Man
literally makes you feel irrational.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing like
a biological...
like with judges too. Either way.
I was saying like movies and games, I would never understand in a million years being angry over delay. You're just going to get something that's better as a result.
Usually.
Look, almost all. Like I can't think of a single thing that's worse off because of a delay.
Name a Marvel project that got held back. Look on the Marvel.
Imagine how much worse it would have been.
That's what I'm saying. You really think it would have
sooner.
been better if it came out sooner?
Would have been funnier.
Would it?
I would have gotten a couple more laughs.
I guess it's funny because it's bad.
Yeah, funny because
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was already pretty ass as it is. I mean, I don't think it looking worse would have really made it
Don't
that
remind
much.
me of that movie's existence.
Made it that much funnier.
Would have made me giggle. Would have made me happy.
What's wrong, Darren? You don't fuck with Darren?
No.
But no, I think waiting for shit is probably the best precedent.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Spider-Verse might be dropping 2027?
Yeah, I mean, they delayed it to 2027, right?
It was originally 2026, and now it's looking like it might be 2027.
If they don't delay it again.
Yeah. But,
yeah,
you know,
and I mean, I'd much rather them do that than have released it in like, I think it was originally supposed to come out 2025.
this year.
Yeah. That shit was not going to be good.
That shit would have been undercooked.
That shit would have been ass.
It would have been really bad because like
It would have been a moving
They
storyboard.
did the Kung Fu Panda thing where they had a really good first movie, a banger sequel, and imagine if you just kind of for the third ones.
That's what happened with Kung Fu Panda, yeah.
Yeah. And Shrek.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the third.
Shrek came back though.
Yeah, but like
fourth one.
it's the third movie where like you lose steam. It's just like the first two parts bangers, and then, like even with Iron Man, the first two movies are all right. Third movie, was,
I fuck with the third one.
third one was all right.
I like the third one more than the second one.
Yeah, I do too.
Either way,
The second one's got like two cool
okay.
scenes.
Actually, Thor is like the only one that's the
The
exception
second
to the
one
rule.
forgets that they wanted to make Tony a raging alcoholic by the third act.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, he gets mad at the little kid. And he just like he makes some shit in the fucking garage, and then
That's the third one.
That's the third one.
that's the third one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm solving the two moves. My bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying
the second one's with Whiplash and like the drones. And
my favorite part of the second one is like when he fucking suits up with the suitcase. That shit's cool as
The
hell.
other ones where he's having the drunken fight with Rhodey.
I fuck with that too. I'm trying to think. They had the fight scene at the end.
Oh, and the court scene. That was banging. That's like a really good Tony Stark like moment.
Fuck you, Mr. Stark. That shit.
But yeah, I don't know. I do think future forward, I want more. What's the word? I want more resources, like and like in a futuristic way, like
nuclear power.
That would be a resource.
you know, just have access to resources.
Let's get something that's not dangerous for starters.
God, dude, I'm like actually so scared right now. What if like, because apparently the secret but not secret military info is that we're going to be going to war with China by 2027. What do you think is going to be like? Just not to be all doom and gloom, but like so we're talking about future conflicts. We're due for another war. I don't like saying it like
our
that.
Our male biological clock is ticking, and we got to go die in Europe now.
I can feel it, guys. The call, like that dog meme, just looking up into the sun, just
Die in a third world country.
But like, who do you?
Thank God for the draft.
Who do you think who's going to start? Who do you think the country's going to be the powder keg that's going to set this beef off?
America.
Yeah, if it's going like it is now.
Okay, that's
America
fair.
or Russia
Yeah.
America or Russia, just
or India.
India and fucking Pakistan. They saw that shit pretty quick. It was like a 4-day
Pakistan
war.
backed down because they remembered they have no allies.
Yeah,
I thought they were allied with China and stuff though.
That's the one ally they have.
but China's spread thin between Korea,
Also,
Russia.
out of all the allies China has, Pakistan's not really the one they care too much about.
Yeah,
they
no,
get
that's
nothing from them.
understandable.
China gets more from African warlords than they do from people in Pakistan.
I think it'd be funnier if it was like
I mean, China doesn't like India, but it's not because of the Pakistan stuff.
yeah.
So it's like
I think it should be Germany.
the three
Yeah,
P.
3 for 3,
Yeah.
I got one more in me. I got one more in me.
Don't worry, guys. I think you can do it this time. I think you got it.
The current sitting president's a German, or parents were a German immigrant. Grandparents, German immigrants.
Okay.
Are they from Austria?
No, German.
Are they artists?
I don't think so.
The perfect storm. Honestly, would it be
Germany
funny?
didn't even start the first one.
it was just like
Go for the propaganda.
It was.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you know how like there's that stereotype of like there's the pretty girl, then her like fat friend, and then the fat friend's like blocking all the Jews.
Germany was just the superpower they were actually concerned with.
That was the fat friend. They was just like getting in the way of everybody, and the pretty girl was fucking. Who's the?
It's called Germany, the fat friend.
You know,
That's
the
crazy.
fat friend's like the guard dog. It's like the you ain't
Her
getting.
name is Greta.
Yeah, they were Greta, and, you know, and then everyone saw that bitch and blamed her, and then she crashed out, went through her like fucking crystal phase in World War II.
Became a Nazi, yeah.
You know, did crystal meth and shit. Was trying to find secret Egyptian gods in Antarctica for some reason, and then now they've reformed, and I think this time they get it right. Or, funny enough, what if Germany just stays out of every conflict? Like, yeah, guys.
I'm sorry. If we get into a third world war, I do not want Germany on our team.
I can't. They don't
have a good track record.
I would trade Russia for Germany.
Oh my god! Like, imagine. Like, I never thought I'd be dying next to a fucking
That's
Kremlin.
realistic.
And he's like, "How about dying next to a friend?" Blech.
That's how the Second World War went.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
God, dude. Okay, so either Russia or I don't think China's gonna say. I think they're more of just
China's all bark no bite. Like they
like
don't have experience with
That's
wars.
how Russia is too, I feel like too.
Russia. At least they'll throw down.
They do over like
They'll bully a small country right next to them.
They'll throw down.
yeah.
But China specifically has zero like military experience.
They have it against each other.
Exactly. Yeah, civil war is their expertise.
yeah.
They're
Collapsing governments.
China's really good at killing
Making a new
Chinese
government every
people.
60 years is really what they're good at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Make a new dynasty. See how that works out for you.
On God, bro. The biggest threat to China, they just look in the mirror. Oh no.
Yeah.
We're just shitting on different countries at this point. We're making enemies right now.
The Scat Cast has no political affiliations with any foreign body at all.
We're gonna get like fucking assassinated or some shit.
God. Okay. What if we
What's we shit on? What's Kim Jong-un up to right now?
Been mad quiet ever since he lost all that weight.
Is he alive?
Is he on Ozempic?
No, he lost weight the real way, actually. It's funny because I was talking to one of my
I can't
friends,
imagine him working out.
right? No, but I was talking to one of my friends freshman year of college, right? And then randomly by the way, she's like a she's kind of a normie, you know what I mean?
Okay. No,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Like she's not very like meme savvy kind of things what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to describe it, you know what I mean?
Plain
But-
Jane.
Yeah, like
Not terminally online.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but like terminally online and like the different like Instagram, like I don't know, like that other
She's
side
not
of the
hip
internet.
with the cool shit.
It's I don't know, it's not the same internet we consume. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you get what the picture I'm trying to paint. So we're like eating lunch together, and she goes, so like, dude, have you seen what happened to Kim Jong-un? I'm like, yeah, he's back. After like a couple months of disappearing, he was like sick or something. She's like, yeah, but did you see how much weight he lost? Like, good for him. I was like, yo, I do not think this is the kind of guy you should be like holding a high praise. She's like, yes, I know he's like done terrible things, but losing weight is very hard.
That's the type of some white girl Wednesday shit.
That's like the most Facebook mom fucking thing I've ever heard in my
Not
life.
even white, like, which made it like kind of funnier, but
She said, I know it's terrible, but like, look at it.
she's like, look, he's a terrible person, but you know how hard it is to lose weight. Like,
so
that's honestly
healthy.
good for him. And I'm like,
His skin's glowing.
okay.
Dude.
You know what? Good for Kim Jong-un. Nice job on you, man.
Actually, have you guys like
Fell off though.
unironically, I've watched Korean television. It's so fucking dystopian.
Why? You
was
mean
on
like North
YouTube.
Korean?
Like,
Yeah, North Korean
okay.
television. It's
Yeah.
so
Oh no, because I was about to say like,
like,
why
I've
the
seen
fuck are you watching
K-drama
Korean?
too.
Yeah.
No, North Korean television. It's so fucking weird. And then I actually watched this YouTuber. There's like some Europe.
Is it all like SpongeBob, but they like copy and paste Kim Jong-un's
no, it's
face
just
on him or
it's
something?
straight just propaganda and like spirit. Like basically like think God, King, Emperor Doom, but make him North Korean.
Yeah.
I know this guy who would watch SpongeBob in French in like elementary school. And then
Was he French?
he comes up to us.
I
and
would
he's
hope
like,
so.
He's like, hey guys, you guys watch Bobless Sponge? What?
No, nigga, I don't watch Bobless Sponge. I watch SpongeBob. If someone actually asked, I don't think I would recognize like on the first five. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you? It's not like a dish or something, like a sponge cake. What are you asking me? How did you get in my house? Who are you?
Have you seen Freaky the Frightened Little Puppy?
I was thinking Freak Bob.
Oh my god.
Now, with North Korean television, it's literally just them singing praises to their like leadership, and then like the news, like the weather report.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
That sounds fucking miserable.
And then they'll be like, hey, this is North Korea's one and only water park. Look at the children enjoying fun time. Children are like, I love this fun Korean water park. It's great. Back to your regular school. And then it's going back to like
the interview.
What interview?
It's
like-
called
like
it's a
the
movie
movie.
called The Interview.
No.
Oh, we gotta watch it.
What's the interview?
It's it has James Franco and Seth Rogen.
I've heard those names.
Right,
Yes.
it's James Franco, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Back when they still talked. Yeah.
Yeah. You know Seth Rogen. James Franco is Goblin Jr. in the Sam Raimi trilogy.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, he's this host on a reality TV show. Think like Oprah, but for men. It's called. He's David.
Basically
Schuyler?
Joe Rogan.
Okay.
David Schuyler or something like that.
Okay.
The movie begins with them interviewing Justin Bieber, and they get him to admit that he's gay. Like a song that he wrote was about a guy he broke up with, and it was like groundbreaking news. And then after that, Kim Jong-un's apparently a really big fan of his show, so he hits him up and is like, "Hey, I want to do an interview. I want to be on your show." And then the CIA gets in contact with him and Rogan, who's like his agent, and they're like, "Hey, we need you to like infiltrate North Korea and kill Kim Jong-un." And that's what the movie's about.
Oh.
Yeah.
It got banned in North Korea and like almost started a fucking war because
It started
of all that shit.
like
yeah.
I got a PS4 the Christmas like that movie came like it came out like like in the holidays. She's like I think like November, but then North Korea took down Sony PSN. So
yeah, the lizard gang, where the fuck they were called.
I couldn't play online.
Yeah, that was that crap. Remember, I was so pissed. It was like fucking a week or some shit. It was down.
It was like
they were like
during Christmas.
literally threatening like war if they didn't like not show the movie and shit like that.
It was
like,
very mean of you guys.
they ended up having to like censor it and cut out certain things and all kinds of shit and stuff.
We did not like that transgression very much.
Is there a Kim Jong-un voice?
No, I'm just being.
It's kind of what he sounds like in the movie, actually.
Oh my God. I was doing like a Cartman. I don't know.
It's a pretty funny movie.
Isn't he played by the dude who's like the teacher in Community?
Yes. No, not him. It's you know the show. Actually, no. What am I talking? He's in the MCU. He's the agent. In Ant-Man.
He's the cop in Ant-Man.
Yes. Yeah,
I know him. Yeah.
That's Kim Jong-un.
Randall Park. That's his name.
Ooh, okay.
I was gonna say if y'all knew the sitcom Fresh Off the Boat, but you don't.
I've seen it, but
Hey,
I've never
bud.
watched it.
Don't assume things about me, okay?
Do you know it?
I've heard the name.
It's more than you expected.
I know what a fob is.
Fob. That's so funny. Fob. It sounds like a slur, but it's not.
It kind of is.
Oh, should I have not said that? I
No.
I was like, oh no.
I've never heard it used. No again. I was gonna say I've never heard it used in hateful context.
I've never either. That's what I was just like.
It's like it's a thing with like Asian Americans, probably other immigrants too. It's like, oh, they're a fob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that makes sense.
But I mean, if a white guy used it, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like us. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let that one.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Just accidentally slipping out a slur, you know?
Honestly, I feel like Shane Gillis gives like the best example of like what racism really is, or like not racism. Also like situational racism. It's like obviously I'm not hungry right now for a cheeseburger, but like if I'm on the road and a cheeseburger cuts me off.
What the fuck are you talking about? What?
I just fucking Theo Von the fuck out of that joke. I like literally.
I feel like when it comes to jokes and shit, you can never like
repeat them.
No,
because like I'll probably like miss some key.
Trying
like,
to say, yeah, you're just fucking saying like, oh yeah, this burger cut me off in the road. What the fuck?
I'm not like racism like hunger. It's like
Yeah, guys, fuck burgers.
I wasn't hungry for a burger, but I want to fuck them up.
Burgers
wasn't
are
hungry right
burger.
now.
Burger.
We don't hard R my burgers around here.
You just did.
Oh, burger actually.
Jesus Christ.
Damn it, that was so stupid. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Did you want to finish telling your little joke?
I already forgot it. Like I forgot. Basically, the whole point was like, yeah, racism is very situational. Like, most people aren't prone to say slurs, but if you push them and you happen to be of that demographic, they might. Like, think of like a Karen. Like, a Karen won't normally call you a Negro, spear chucking,
at least.
A baboon, monkey.
They might. I've seen
But like,
videos
only
of
when
it.
they get angry. It's like, exactly. Like,
They'll definitely say it behind your back still.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. Is like, yeah, they won't say it to your face unless they hit that point.
Like, I feel like when you're angry and irrational, outbursts like that are kind of like thoughts. You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna say it like this. Like the same way, like I don't understand how people like just make irrational decisions while drunk. I've never been so angry. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do something completely like in any other day of the week I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it now because I'm upset.
So angry. I'm going to shit on the way you were born.
Like, there was a lady who took a shit on someone's car. She was that mad.
Did we talk about that?
It was more
yeah,
she literally shat. She fucking diarrhea on some lady's car. She was that fucking angry. I was like, I can't.
She got so mad it boiled her intestines and liquefied her shit.
Literally, because at what point in time, like, imagine me. I'm so pissed off. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shit on your car. I walk out of my car. I'm gonna shit on your car. I walk over to your car. I'm gonna shit on your. I pull down my pants. I'm going to shit on your car
with diarrhea,
and then I shit on your car and then walk away. It's like, I can't do that. Like too many times, I'm like
my ass on the screen too.
Because like.
No, but it's funny.
But at a certain point, it's just I've already like how Darren like says he does now. Like, I've just talked to myself like this is just not worth it. Like there's just no way that me escalating this situation goes anywhere productive.
Yeah, and
so I just don't see how people can just because I mean I've listened to like the police cam, so it's like so my wife did XYZ or my boyfriend did this or my boyfriend just has a girl around that I don't like, so yeah I stabbed them 72 times. I'm just like where
I saw this video the other day and I not to get dark or whatever, but it was an interview with a school shooter, right?
That's like he did the thing.
Yeah, and
he was school shooter.
That's typically what that means. Yeah.
No, like school shooters and like did he get caught before like because
no he actually shot someone.
Okay, he shot a school. It makes him a school shooter.
No, like there's like
he just shot the ceiling once. Yeah, that was it. No, he shot someone on accident. But
wait, what? Actually?
Yeah, but so he went to the bathroom. He said he sat there for like 45 minutes trying to talk himself out of it.
So this was an accident.
He called like 4 or 5 people, but this was like early in the 2000s when people like didn't check their phones all the time and shit like that.
So no one basically like, almost like a
so no one actually responded.
So it's almost like a suicide attempt, but in reverse. Like it was a
suicide attempt. Yeah,
it was like extreme violence, but it was just like
he went to school with a shotgun, I think, and then he said that he like someone was like trying to take the gun from him and he like pulled the trigger on accident, shot someone who was like standing to the side that he didn't know was there or some shit like that.
Oh, as he turned the gun away from that person, someone got
yeah, but
dude, getting shotgun blast is a fucking different type.
Technically, it's an accident, but I wouldn't call it an accident.
It's definitely not. No,
like you
he fucking sat there, went home, thought about bringing the gun to school, brought the gun to school, but that was like the main thing was he was like,
yeah, like he accidentally shot the guy, but it wasn't an accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was like the main thing was that he was like I mean, I'm already here. Like, I might as well do it. Like you said, that was like
literally, it's literally like putting your shoes on before going to the gym.
But, that was some of the suicide thing. There's a certain point, like there's a point of no return to where like you over rationalize.
Because he started like freaking out too. He was like, okay, but what if I get caught with the gun when I try to leave too? So that's what you were saying. I was like, well, fuck, I might as well just do it if I'm going to get caught regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, now he's like a gun violence advocate.
That's so dumb logic, though, because it's like,
I agree.
I'd rather walk away with accidentally bringing the gun to school than walk away with 6 bodies or whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree. Trust me, I don't agree with the school shooting part.
But no, I see what you're just saying. But like, yeah, that is interesting. There is like, I guess to a degree, your mind does go into like a point of no return.
I can't imagine like the thought process. Like, obviously, like people go through like dark times.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're mentally ill.
Yeah,
you can't understand unless you're them.
And that's probably also another thing with these like police kids, because like you just look at it, like they just fucking crash out over like the most
I get
random
pissed off
things.
People are like, oh, all of these school shooters have taken SSRIs. It must be the SSRIs causing it. It's like, no, they're just fucking crazy. That's
it's because they're vaccinated.
God,
it's like the reason they're taking those medications is because they have mental issues. It's
so
like,
then the person with mental issues shoots up the. It's like I don't get it.
It's like maybe the pills didn't work that good. And you could be mad about that, but like they were already this kind of unstable chemical pot
that's why they were on the.
Yeah.
Correlation, not causation.
Yeah. That is interesting.
What the fuck does digress mean?
You
I
move on.
I diverted from the conversation.
Yeah, you move on.
Sorry. let's move on. Like, let's go back to the original.
I was gonna say, like, I know what digress means, but like I don't know like the definition. You know what I mean?
Like you say it like you're in present tense, but it means past tense because like you already digressed.
Yeah.
You say I digressed.
I digress.
Why don't you say I digressed?
Because that's not how people do it. I don't know.
But
It sounds stupid. I don't sound smart when I say it like that.
Digress and
My bad, guys. I digressed.
Ew, I don't like ED on that. Get that off. Get that off. Basically, it's the same thing. Like
a lot about ED, huh?
Wait, what?
No, digress.
Oh, the end of ED. Okay, before the episode, we were talking about rhino pills and erectile dysfunction.
No, basically, we'll bring that up because actually this is really
He was
funny.
asking for advice.
No,
you, like,
fuck you.
know what
Yeah, he was like, Darren, is it true that rhino pills counter have
Is it true that this works? I really need to know, Darren.
No. Basically,
Sorry to embarrass him on the show.
basically, what I was talking about was I've been seeing a lot of like YouTubers pick up Blue Chew. Like I watched Kill Tony like for like the episodes, and like everyone's like doing a Blue Chew sponsorship now, and basically, but it's targeted towards young men. It's not like
Those are targeted ads, you know.
basically. They use young men like on the ads on YouTube and shit.
Ads.
There'll be like some 20-year-old guy, like ladies, like they'll be like
They use actors who are attractive.
yeah, they'll be like ladies, like girls. Make sure your man
60-year-olds who actually buy this stuff.
but like it's anyways.
Because I work in pharmacy. I sell Viagra. Like it's not 20-year-olds getting it.
Imagine an ad. It's like a fucking 70-year-old man talking at the camera. He's like, buy it. I know you want it.
Sorry, I didn't answer like an hour ago, but I think that's why. Like, I think it's just they use attractive actors in the advertisements because it's not a young demographic
maybe
that stuff up.
But like I don't know.
For me at least,
I would feel more comfortable as an old man seeing like you guys ever heard of Ron Jeremy?
I've heard the name. I don't know who it is.
It's really just an old like this. He's like the Johnny Sins of like old fashioned porn. And that's why like he was Johnny Sins before Johnny Sins. He was some like short.
How do you know that?
I forget why I know that, but I think because it was Johnny Sins comparison. They were like,
this is why he has ED.
Anyways, if he was
Turbo Goon,
basically, if he was promoting the thing, it would make sense because he's old as shit. It would be okay. But if you got like some 20-year-old dude, it's just like I don't know, like why 20-year-old?
would you want fucking Johnny Sins to advertise like a Viagra type thing to you?
Low-key?
Versus like the 60, 70-year-old geriatric.
I would probably have the geriatric guy if to show it works. Like if you showed me a 6-year-old guy, like okay, basically here's how my ad would work. Give me a sec.
Okay.
My ad is like this. Basically, yeah, you can have your Johnny Sins. But anyway, I'm gonna have some 60-year-old geriatric guy who like looking frail as shit. He's like, it's been a while since me and my wife have been intimate. And then I met this guy who worked at Blue Chew. And then just immediately cut to like a closed door and you just hear and his wife screaming. That's the ad. And then you end.
That's pretty funny.
I got a better one for you. Right? So the fucking screen, you hear the word cut, and then all of a sudden around the corner walks Johnny Sins. He's only got a towel on around his waist.
No, he has to be in his profession. What job does he have?
No. He walks around the corner, fucking towel around his waist. That's all he's got on. He's drinking water. He's hydrating and shit like that. He's like, whew, that was my 5th shoot of the day. It gets hard after a while. That's why I use Blue Chew. Before every shoot, I use this, and it makes sure I'm able to keep going. And then the director's like, all right, time for take 3. He goes, well, back at it, guys.
Pops a pill.
Exactly. Pops a pill, turns around, walks back around the corner.
That's like the 2010 type of ad where they're trying to like sell you.
I'm saying that'll go hard.
Yeah, that's good.
I guarantee you that ad
It's like the fucking Sweeney
bathwater. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was wanting.
I promise you that would
sold
sell.
out.
Yeah.
These niggas are perverted.
Motherfuckers were selling that on the aftermarket for over $1,000.
These niggas are perverted, bro. We have some pervs in our society. Because I started with Belle Delphine. Belle Delphine happened when I was like fucking 12. And I was like, okay, that's this horny.
12?
12 to 15. It was somewhere. It was like early high school. Like it was like between.
We were like 17.
We definitely were not 17 when that happened.
It was like
16.
Like I thought it was like 15 at most.
Regardless,
it was like TwoMad. Yeah, I was in high school, like early high school. Basically,
he's dead now.
Yeah, ketamine. OD on ketamine.
I can't believe he died playing Overwatch.
Anyway.
Have you seen the meme where it's like him being reincarnated into Marvel Rivals and it's like the ending of Wreck-It Ralph with the twisted one? You seen Wreck-It Ralph, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing all these memes and it was like it was like someone like it was like, oh, where's our Mercy player? And then it says TwoMad. It's a fucking picture of Golden Freddy fucking.
Yes, I've seen that one. That's the one I've seen. That was fucking crazy. You know what's so crazy? It was really funny. As silly as it sounds, I think he would have been fine with the fact people were memeing his death, the way he like acted in life. I feel like he would be okay with it, unironically, because he was already like a troll.
He was not a good person.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
Yeah. He was very objectively like a very terrible person. You know, like he started like harassing and terrorizing people and threatening.
I just thought I just remember him being a troll. I didn't know.
Yeah, didn't he like actually like do sexual shit with minors too?
He just
in DMs, not physically, but
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like he like
soliciting stuff. Definitely.
Yeah. He was doing that. He like told a trans girl to kill herself or something.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of shit like that. I don't know.
It's just the Black Leafy.
I see.
From what I understand, Leafy's fairly normal now, right?
He got
he just got unbanned on Twitter.
Did he really?
Yes.
That's so funny. I just know he like grew a beard to hide his chin and then he like went off. He like went off to like go live in the woods somewhere.
The internet,
I don't know.
The internet can bully you.
He was forced into exile because he got banned on everything.
But like he already made his money, so he was able to just go like off somewhere and just chill.
Yeah.
Bro like made his money by fucking bullying 12-year-olds online.
But he just got unbanned off of Twitter. He was like, guess who's back?
Oh my God.
So fucked up. It's so funny. Like back in the day, we were watching this dude bully like fucking like 9-year-old kids and
Absolute cinema.
Like, bro, the absolute worst fucking kid of all time. He's like fucking just playing CSGO surfing in the background and shit.
Yeah, that guy.
That shit would not be around nowadays.
Nope.
And YouTube is so much better for it.
Dude,
I don't miss it. I really don't.
I just don't like how
it's kind of crazy how kids would just make videos about stuff they like, and then every 5 seconds he would interrupt them, like just saying the most.
Bro, you're literally
shit.
the stupidest piece of shit on the planet.
Yeah.
The fuck's wrong with you? You're fucking gay.
Kill yourself now.
What the hell?
or some shit. But I just
accurate.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
I think what I don't like is how like everything's so censored to like frick and shit. And you can't like say suicide or damn or whatever. Like it's just like the YouTube censoring shit, the TikTok. I just think that's really stupid. But other than that, I'm like,
I told people to kill themselves. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying like you know what I mean. Like nowadays, with not
people are so soft. You can't tell a motherfucker to kill themselves.
You can't
anymore.
though.
That's so
I feel like it's
Just the thought of him telling a fucking 7-year-old kid, you should fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, it was like some fucking 14-year-old furry or some shit.
Yeah.
He told them to kill
I
themselves.
was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like objective.
That was like one of his biggest controversies.
Yeah, no, that's not what we do here.
You were just advocating.
No.
You just called him a softie.
You're like, God,
I'm saying
well, we can't tell people to kill themselves anymore. Well,
I'm saying like you should be able to at least say the word kill yourself or suicide.
you just did.
But like, you know what I'm saying? But like,
Or are you just trying to like fucking blacklist this video?
You should be able to tell people to kill themselves, but they shouldn't kill themselves.
no, I'm saying like how like YouTube, you can't have that like on a thumbnail, like it gets like blacklisted. It's just everyone's so soft nowadays. Everyone's a pussy.
What's your point? Like,
Don't be a pussy. Just allow things, you know?
I mean, you understand the reasons, like the advertisers and stuff. Right?
Yeah. But Google and Coca-Cola can suck my nuts.
they don't want to because they pulled out of advertising.
I pulled out of them.
They didn't.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Would you buy Coke products?
I
Is it Mountain Dew like a Pepsi product?
Yes, it is.
That's why I fuck with Pepsi more.
Hell
That's
yeah.
based, actually.
Yeah.
Pepsi doesn't use slurs.
What?
Huh?
No, they made the fucking ad of like the
Out of all of the soda brands, which one do you think is the most racist?
Coke.
Definitely Pib. Coke.
Coke? Why Coke?
I mean, it was made by the fucking Civil War Confederate dude. That's
Is it?
Pim? He was pretty sure he was Confederate. I want to.
Coke?
The guy who made Coke was Confederate. I want to say like strongly. Like I want to like some good faction. But I'm pretty sure he was Confederate.
I don't know, not like racist per se. I just think out of all the soda brands, they're the least immoral.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like design-wise,
That's what I meant by that.
design-wise, the one that looks the most racist is definitely Mug.
With the dog.
Yes.
What?
I look at it, that shit looks racist.
Oh, like he's gonna sit in his dog and sick him on you. Like get that boy over there. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like when I look at Mug, I'm like, damn, that shit looks racist to me.
How dare you insult Mug like that? You call yourself a Pepsi man.
I like A&W better.
Wow.
That root beer is so much better.
How far we've fallen.
No.
The West is falling.
I don't know. The guy who makes the funny root beer noises doesn't like A&W, so I don't.
Real.
I'm so sick of celebrities dictating the way you think.
The bandwagoning is crazy.
Honestly, it tastes the exact fucking same to me.
Dude, I actually like it's y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but fucking Red Robin has unlimited like bottomless root beer floats, and that's all I ever get when I go there with my family.
Look at the burgers.
I went there with your family one time. You did not get the bottomless root beer float.
You lied.
I've literally been to Red Robin.
4K, you lied.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Cause I literally went there with my family literally like a month ago for something, and
I went there like 2 years ago with you.
Okay, unless only if
I went with Elijah.
This is a LeBron level lie.
No.
I just said that shit for no reason.
I do though. The fact that
I've been to Red Robin with you.
The fact that you have one isolated incident doesn't detract.
Yeah, that isolated incident, you did not get the. It contradicts what you just said. You said you always get the bottomless root beer. You lied.
99.
Lied. Impeach him.
LeBron is like the perfect fucking analogy for
What
this
did
shit.
LeBron lie about?
Everything. That's what he's known
Specifically, it was a Malcolm X book.
He said he read it and he didn't read it?
Yes. He said he read it, and then he said he was reading it.
It's not. No, he lies about shit all the fucking time.
Are you guys serious?
No, but yes, he's no. Look up LeBron.
I don't have my phone.
No, but like the one specific incident I'm referring to was when he was being interviewed, and it was about a Malcolm X book, and he was there for like some shit. He had it in his hands, right? And then they were like, "Oh yeah, so like, what do you think about Malcolm X?" He was like, "Yeah, I think he was like a very smart man, said a lot of good things. I mean, it's a really good book." And they're like, "Yeah, what's the book about?" And he was like, "Well, I mean, like I said, I just started reading it."
He says that about fucking everything. He's like, they're like, "Oh yeah, did you see this movie?" He was like, "Oh yeah, it's great, one of the best movies ever made." And it's like, "Oh, did you watch it?"
Yeah.
No. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, like, I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it because I heard it was really good.
Dribble.
It's just so funny.
No. 99% of the time I've gotten the root beer float. Maybe John just saw the 1%. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, okay, bud.
So are you insinuating you've been there 100 times?
I've been there at least 30.
So your statistic isn't true either.
You know you've been to Red Robin 30 times?
That was like our spot.
But how do you know you've been there like around 30 times?
Because I've lived there for at least 8 years and we've gone at least.
Don't tell me you're breaking down the fucking math on this.
I'm just generalizing at least 30 times. Like it's probably over 30, but I could say at least under. Like I would say no less than 30, basically.
I don't know. If you ask me like how many times I've been to any food place,
But like, because I always go with my family. So like you said, my brother there. I mean, I can recount at least that many times I've been there.
I've watched my brother eat 30 times. I can count it on one hand.
No, why are you gonna technically foul him if you don't have 30 fingers?
Why did you look at your hand first? Where you're like, wait,
There's not 30 of these.
I had proof on the camera.
30. He's right.
Anyways, you remember motherfuckers used to make you have 6 fingers?
Make you have 6 fingers?
What the fuck are you talking about?
It was like a magic trick, but it was basically like
the LeBron shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, I'll do it right now.
Hey guys, remember when shit I just made up?
Okay, John, hold your hand out like this. All right, every time I say a number, say
what the fuck? I have 6 fingers. I'm sorry.
Say 4, 1,
4,
2,
4,
3,
4,
5,
4,
6.
4.
You have 6 fingers.
No, I have 4.
What?
That was the thing. That's what I was talking about.
I've never seen someone do that in my fucking life.
Unironically, they got me like the first time. It was in elementary school. I was so fucking confused because I was like, I know math, buddy. And I was like, huh?
I can't tell you how many times I spelled iCup, dude.
Like, unironically, you spelled iCup?
What the fuck do you mean?
Like you spelled iCup not knowing that they were trying to make you say ICUP.
We once got my 7th grade
First
science teacher with spell yes, Y-E-S. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What's E-Y-E-S? E-yes?
Oh, yeah, I see.
It's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never thought about that one. That's interesting.
It was like a whole good 2 minutes. She's like, E-yes? Like, what's so funny?
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny.
I see those all the time. What was it? It's like the people in Walmart and shit like that. They go up to them and like, hey, we'll give you $100 if you can do whatever. The
like a
fuck.
task or some challenge or some shit.
Yeah, and they're like, just say like spell run and shit like that. Like they're like oh, spell run. Like do it real quick.
RUN.
Yeah. So they do that shit. They do that shit. And it's like just keep saying it. And then
run.
No. You have to spell it out.
RUN.
Like, are you in?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in? Are you in?
RUN. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you touch your toes, and it's like, can you say it after that?
Are you in?
Yeah. They do that shit like a 70-year-old man, and he's like gets mad as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Now what the hell you made me do here? What the fuck wrong with you?
You get $100 out of it though, right?
No, they just fucking walk away.
They just embarrass you and walk away. Dude, okay, honestly, that's why I like Loaf's types of pranks, because his shit is just dry. You know, he just say, yeah, I'm pregnant. That's my husband. It's like, you're a woman? Yeah, I'm a woman.
Yeah, how many like...
Is that even a prank? That's just lying.
Aren't you gonna congratulate me? Yeah, thank you.
I think it's not even a prank. It's just lying.
It's gaslighting. It's
Yeah,
fun. It's funny.
It's just funny little social
Yeah,
interactions.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just a little.
Oh, he bails people. I was like,
tiki.
yeah, I'm here to bail on my cousin. What's your cousin's name? I don't know. But my aunt told me to bail him out. So could you like show me the people you have so I can find my cousin? He's like, you don't know his name? No, but I know what he looks like though. Like it's the fact that like he's saying it like with a monotone voice to where like these employees who are just all trying to do their fucking job, they're just like, huh?
My favorite one is when he goes to the PetSmart and he's like, hey, so like you got these chinchillas here. How many grams of protein are in each one? And they're like, I don't really know. He's like, well, yeah, you see, I'm trying to make these like chinchilla tacos. So like I gotta know the macros, you know?
So I don't think I can give you that now.
No, yeah, we don't sell them to like eat. They're like pets. And he was like, oh, yeah, I mean, like anyway, I eat them, so. And he was
just act like I didn't say that.
No. He goes like, well, I can't sell them to you if you're gonna eat them. And he's like, oh, I mean, just pretend I didn't say that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do that as a pet, bro.
I don't know. That type of shit is funny to me.
I really, really wish I could just say shit straight face like that. It's so hard.
It's the fact he has it down to like a sign where he just doesn't break character.
Yeah.
It's honestly like pretty fucking impressive.
That's the Asian gang.
God, I really wish I could do that shit.
Dude, it was actually,
be Asian, I mean.
Dude, honestly, that would be such, like if we ever do like another side, I think it has to be something like we have to just do like some silly gaslighting. Like he did one at like a Renaissance fair. We have to just go to like a place where it's already like kind of silly, like MomoCon, and then just do some shit like that because it's like already like less serious.
Yeah.
Like, I would never want to go to like the fucking like.
If we did it with like, those realistic Simpsons cosplays you want to do.
God, I would love that so much. I've always said I want to do like a realistic cosplay of a cartoon character.
Realistic, and like you're just gonna like.
Like grotesquely,
like accurate, like it's like him in real life.
Yes.
Like okay.
Like I want a Patrick cosplay where I have like a fucking, like I want to like construct a fucking like cone out of like
plaster or something.
Yeah.
And it has, like, skin on it.
Yeah, like something that looks like it
that
comes
realistic
out of a fucking horror movie, or
like
something.
that realistic Patrick Star and SpongeBob meme, like the ones that like yeah. I know.
Like I want to look like that shit in real life. I want to like look like fucking like realistic Squidward.
Interesting.
I want to look like fucking like Homer Simpson or Marge. Like that should be fucking badass.
And then just be in character trying to talk to a random person like Marge.
Arigato gozaimasu. I'm Homer Simpson from the animated Simpsons.
Homie. That's my homie. That shit.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to hear my Homer Simpson impression? Hey guys, it's me, Homer Simpson. I'm from The Simpsons.
Dough.
Oh my god! Imagine like dope, like understudy or some shit. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Y'all got anything else?
Shit, I don't think so.
This was fun. It was a little silly.
It was definitely a silly, goofy little episode.
Silly, goofy
all over the
episode.
fucking
It's
place.
just like three friends talking.
Yeah.
And with the audience.
I mean, good thing we're good at lying, right?
I just met these guys yesterday.
Us friends?
This guy.
This guy.
Oh.
I can't be friends with someone who needs. Never mind.
Wow, can't even say it on camera.
I can't say the blue chew shit. I'm sorry. I can't make fun of your penis.
No, that blue chew shit was funny though.
We're going camping in a couple days. This guy is going to get violated.
Oh, why'd you have to say that?
I just
Well, if there's a missing
pray for
poster,
him. That's all I'm going to
if
say.
there's a missing poster with my face on it, you know what happens.
Just pray for him. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm gonna be on the milk carton.
When you see him next episode, he's going to be a changed man. I'll tell you that much. All right.
And until next time.
We appreciate y'all for listening, for watching, the like and all that stuff. You know, gang.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about it, tell your friends about it. Hold someone at gunpoint. Tell them to watch the Scat Cast. Who cares?
I think you're trying to get this blacklisted again.
No.
I like that method. You know, whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works. By any means necessary.
Yeah.
Help us help you.
It's actually valid for that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Later.